Hello, Creative Gems. Welcome to Creativity. Today, we're going to dive into the holiday season with some of my favorite DIY Christmas decorations. We're going to start with these bamboo rings to make several table decor pieces. I was lucky enough to find a few packs of these bamboo rings at the dollar store. Each pack comes with two different sized rings, which will be perfect for what we'll be making. The first thing we'll do is paint the bamboo rings. I have chosen to paint mine metallic silver, and I find the easiest way to paint them, if you're not going to spray paint them, is to use a foam brush. You'll want to make sure you paint both the outer and inside parts as well as the sides of each ring. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make sure you paint it enough that none of the original wood coloring shows through, as this craft piece is going to be silver themed. To further embellish the rings, I'm going to apply this beautiful silver rhinestone ribbon. I found this ribbon on Amazon and absolutely love using this ribbon for my crafts. It's flexible and it easily cuts to size. It's also self-adhesive, so no glue is required. I'll leave a link down below to my Amazon store in case you would like to purchase this for your crafts as well. Since I want the entire ring to glitter, I'm going to apply a thin strip of the same ribbon along the sides of the rings as well. And then we'll do the same for the inner circumference of the rings. Of course, if this is too much bling, you can opt out on this if you prefer. But if you have been following me for a while, you'll know what I always say, the more bling, the better. And once the rings are fully embellished to your liking, put them aside for a while so we can work on making a base for our rings. I'm taking one of these silver square bowls and turning it into a base. It has a mirror-like finish that I absolutely love. We're going to take the same rhinestone ribbon and adorn the rim of the bowl with this ribbon. You can see here I have two rows of the ribbon, and because the ribbon is somewhat flexible, I'm able to follow the scalloped curving that the bowl has along its opening. Once you're finished embellishing the bowl, place it upside down onto the table surface. This will become the base of our craft piece. Then take one of the hoops and secure it onto the center of the bowl with some glue. You can place the smaller hoop inside the larger one horizontally and place a glass reindeer inside. How beautiful is that? Comment down below and let me know what you think. If you like this craft, drop me a note with the word hoops so I know you visited. And in case you don't have a glass reindeer to place inside, you can opt for any other small figurine you may have to place inside the hoops. And with that said, I'll show you another idea you can use to dress up these hoops for the holidays. I found these LED light up icicles from the Dollar Tree. Each pack comes with two icicles, and the great thing about these icicles is that they already come with the batteries, so they're essentially ready to go right out of the package. All we're going to do is take the little string on the cap at the top and tie it to the hoop. Once you tighten the cap, the lights automatically illuminate, and when the sun goes down, the whole thing gives a beautiful glow to your space. Here I have hung three of the LED icicles, and if you don't want to fumble with the little strings the icicle comes with, an easier way to hang them is to simply use ornament hooks instead. For our next piece, we're going to take a white plastic ornament ball and adorn it with beads. For my ornament ball, I have opted to alternate silver and gold beads, but you can choose whatever color you prefer. To adhere the strings of beads, a little hot glue is all you need. Then just keep winding the beads all around the ball. And while we do that, I would like to take a moment to thank you for tuning in to today's craft project. If you enjoy glam home decor and DIY crafts on a budget, it would help me greatly if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on any of my glam home decor DIYs. And if you like what you see today, please give me a thumbs up as well. Your support will really help me continue providing you with more amazing and creative craft tutorials. And the best part is, subscribing and giving me a thumbs up is absolutely free, but will make a world of difference to me. When the ball is completely covered with the beads, all you need to do is hang it into the center of the large hoop. You can see the decor piece is very versatile, and you can pretty much hang any ornament you adore. Even a nice crystal bead piece would look gorgeous. Comment down below if you have any other ideas of what would look nice hung on the loop. And if you have gotten this far in today's video, drop me a note with the word hoop so I know you visited today. And with that said, let's continue with our next Christmas decor pieces. We're actually going to be making a number of beautiful ornament balls that can be hung on a Christmas tree. We have an assortment of plastic balls as well as foam balls, all in different sizes. For our first DIY ornament ball, we'll take a small clear plastic ball and remove the cap from it. Then we're simply going to fill it up with some silver tube confetti. I'm using a piece of paper and curling it up to make it easier to pour the confetti into the ball. You can add as much or as little of the silver confetti into the ball. For mine, I ended up filling up the ball about 90% before closing it off with the silver cap. And if you don't have any of this silver tube confetti on hand, you could fill your ornament ball with vase filler or some small beads in any color you prefer. And here's the final look for our first ornament ball. I think it looks quite exquisite and it will go perfectly with my silver themed Christmas tree. For our next ornament ball, we're going to go a bit more country crafty, but the ornament ball we'll be making will still fit into the white and silver themed holiday decor. We're going to take the threading from a dollar store mop head and cut out all the gray and white braided yarn. And if you don't have this mop head on hand, but you have a ball of similar yarn, that will do as well. Once you have all the yarn pieces cut, set them aside. We're going to take a silver ornament cap and place it onto a large white foam ball. I collected these silver caps from ornaments I have collected over the years. I also kept the string the caps came with, so just take both pieces and apply some hot glue to the opening of the silver cap and then place it onto the foam ball. Then we're going to take our first piece of mop head yarn and secure one of the ends to the top of the ornament ball towards the silver cap. This will help anchor the yarn so we can start winding it around the foam ball. To ensure the yarn stays put, use a tiny bit of glue along the way to secure the yarn to the foam ball. And here's the final look for our second ornament ball. It's not glitzy, but it's definitely just as beautiful. For our next ornament ball, we're going to adorn a large clear plastic ball with pieces from a silver table mat. This ornament ball is extremely low cost because mine will be made with leftover pieces of a silver table mat I used for another project. The pieces are cut into random shapes, and all we need to do is glue them onto the ball until the entire ball is covered. And here's the final look for our third ornament ball. And in case you like the look of this ball, the Dollar Tree also has the same table mat in gold. For our next ornament ball, we'll take a small plastic ball and adorn it with some pearl and silver rhinestone self-adhesive ribbons. You can place the ribbon in any pattern you prefer. There are no hard and fast rules to make this ornament ball, and if you don't have this exact ribbon, you can use whatever ribbon you have on hand. You could even adorn the entire ornament ball with pearl beads if you wanted to. Here, I haven't really decided what pattern I want for the ornament ball, so I'm just securing the ribbon vertically from top to bottom. And here's the final look for our fourth ornament ball. It's elegant, and the tiny bits of crystal glitter when the light hits it is just very beautiful. If you're liking these DIY ornament balls, drop me a note with the word ball so I know you visited today. And now on to our next ornament ball. We're going to take a white plastic baseball and decorate it. These white plastic baseballs come in a pack of 3 from the dollar store and are perfect for DIY ornament ball crafts. Just don't forget to adhere an ornament cap to the top so you can hang the ornament ball when you're done. To embellish this ornament ball, we're going to take silver beads and hot glue them flat onto the plastic baseball. This process might be a bit tedious because the beads are small and you will need to glue each piece individually onto the ball. And hot glue works best to adhere the bead pieces because it dries almost immediately. But you'll want to be very careful not to burn your fingers while making this ornament ball. I found the easiest way to make this ball was to apply the hot glue directly onto the ball and then place the beads onto it. But since the hot glue dries very quickly, you'll want to work in small sections at a time. And here's the final look for our fifth ornament ball. With all the silver beads on the ball, this one is a little bit heavier than some of our other DIY ornament balls. So make sure you have a strong piece of string or use an ornament hook to hang the ornament ball. For our next Christmas ornament, we're going to take two different size foam balls and attach them together vertically with a toothpick. Can you guess what ornament we'll be making with this? We're going to place two small black gem stickers to the smaller foam ball. And if you guessed that we'll be making a snowman, then you are correct. The round black gems will be the eyes for the snowman we're making. We'll continue adding some silver gem stickers on the body of the snowman as well, and we will give the snowman a nice smile. I'm also going to cut a piece of white tulle ribbon and tie it between the two foam balls to give the snowman a scarf. And then I'll also add a silver ornament cap to the top of the snowman head. Then we'll loop a piece of string so we can hang the snowman to our tree. And here's the final look for our Glam snowman ornament. I think it looks so adorable and the whole family will admire this snowman. For our seventh ornament ball, we're going to cut the leaves from a white glitter poinsettia clip. The leaves are all different sizes and will be perfect to adorn onto our ornament ball. Here I have a large clear plastic ornament ball and we'll use a bit of hot glue to secure each piece onto the ball. In total, I'm going to adhere 5 leaves vertically to the ball, placing each stem towards the top of the ball. Next, we're going to fill the ball with some fake snow. This part is going to get a bit messy, so make sure you have a large piece of scrap craft paper on your table surface to catch any excess so we can save it, and it will make it easier to clean up the mess later. You'll notice that I actually tried a few different methods to keep the mess to a minimum. Once you have enough of the fake snow inside the ball, insert the ornament cap to the top. And here's the final look for our eighth ornament ball. It looks so pretty and the fake snow inside actually glistens when the light hits it. Comment down below with the word ball if you like this snow ornament ball. For our next ornament ball, I found this beautiful silver metal ribbon at the dollar store. It's self-adhesive, so we won't need any glue when placing it onto our clear plastic ornament ball. Once again, there are no rules around the pattern, just place the ribbon according to what you think looks pretty on the ball. And here's what mine looks like. It's simple but very elegant and quite unique. For our 10th and final DIY ornament ball today, we're going to use this white metallic marker to draw a pattern onto a clear plastic ball. I actually didn't have any specific pattern in mind, so I'm just winging it as I go along. To make things simple, you can draw some circles if you want. For mine, I'm going with some elliptical shapes. Next, I'm going to pour some Mod Podge into a small container. I'm also going to add some silver glitter straight into the Mod Podge. Then I'll take a small paintbrush to mix it up and then brush on some of the Mod Podge glitter mixture only to the outside of each elliptical shape. I have not seen many crafters using this technique, but I find this strategy pretty much cuts out the mess from sprinkling the glitter. Let me know if you have seen anyone use this technique before. Personally, I really hate having to clean up the mess, so I often prefer this method. And just a quick note, when you apply the Mod Podge glitter mixture, at first it will look white, but if you let it dry, eventually the Mod Podge mixture will dry clear and then you'll be able to see the silver glitter. And as promised, the Mod Podge has dried completely, leaving the silver glitter, which is looking very pretty on our ornament ball. Here I'm applying a final layer of Mod Podge just to set everything in place so I can be sure that none of the silver glitter will fall off the ornament ball. Next, we're going to mix some purple glitter into our Mod Podge and paint that onto the elliptical shapes that we drew on the ball. When the Mod Podge glitter mixture dries, we'll be able to see the vibrant purple color. Once everything is dry, we're going to go back in and apply some small round clear gem stickers all around the elliptical shapes to form a border for each elliptical shape. And here's the final look for our 10th ornament ball. You could add more embellishments to it or change up the colors to whatever you prefer. And here is another look at the rest of the DIY ornament balls we made today. Comment down below and let me know which one is your favorite. And if you made it this far in today's tutorial, drop me a note with the word ball so I know you visited today. And with that said, let's move on to our next DIY Christmas decor craft piece. I found these super soft microfiber cloths at the Dollar Tree, and when they say super soft, they're not kidding because they are truly soft to the touch. I ended up stocking up on these cloths to make my crafts. For today, we're going to take 2 of these cloths and make a Christmas stocking. And don't worry, this Christmas stocking is very easy to make and no sewing is required. The first step is to place one cloth flat onto the table surface. Then I'm going to take an old stocking I have and place it on top. We're only going to use this old stocking as a template to create our new Christmas stocking. If you already know how to draw the shape of a Christmas stocking or you don't have an old one to use as a template, you can either grab a picture from the internet and print it out, or you can freehand sketch right onto the cloth. Here you can see I've just marked off the shape of the stocking onto the cloth. I used a black marker, but in retrospect, I probably should have just used a pencil instead. But it won't really matter either way because once we cut out the shape of the stocking and adhere the 2 pieces together, we'll make sure the side with the markings are on the inside of the stocking. Once you have the shape drawn out, use a good pair of scissors to cut the stocking shape. Then repeat the same process on a second piece of cloth. Once you have both pieces, place one on top of the other. Now comes the secret magic in making the stocking without sewing. You'll recall earlier that I mentioned that there will be no sewing. That's because we're going to adhere the two pieces together with hot glue. You may be surprised, but hot glue actually works very well with fabric. To bind the two pieces, fold the edges inwards about a centimeter before gluing the two pieces together. And make sure you work in small sections at a time. When you have the entire two pieces bound together, carefully turn the stocking inside out. Then fold the opening out so you have about 6 inches folded over. Now comes the fun part. We're going to bling the stocking out with some silver rhinestone ribbon. I found this on Amazon, and in fact, Amazon has a great variety of beautiful rhinestone ribbons that I absolutely love to craft with. I'll leave a link down below to my Amazon store in case you would like to get some ribbon for your own crafts. For the side seams of the stocking, I'm going to use the silver mesh ribbon, and this roll I'm using is actually from the dollar store. You can already see that we can make beautiful glam craft pieces on a very, very low budget. I'm using a pair of scissors here to help me fold over the silver metal mesh ribbon because the hot glue is very hot and I didn't want to burn my fingers. For the front center of the stocking, we will secure the letter C to it. This letter was also from the Dollar Tree, and at the time I found this, they had a variety of letters available, so you could pick ones that go with the names of your family members if you want. And the great thing is, this letter already has glitter on it, so all we need to do is apply some hot glue to the back to adhere it to our stocking. And this is what our Christmas stocking looks like so far, and I think it's looking pretty glam. Now, the last step is to make a hook for the stocking so we can hang it. To do that, we're just going to take some leftover cloth and cut a strip out. You can attach it to the inside of the stocking using some hot glue, but I went old school and hand sewed it instead. And here is the final look for our DIY Glam Christmas stocking. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it only cost us a few dollars to make. Comment down below and let me know which DIY Christmas decor piece we made today is your favorite. And if you made it this far in today's video, drop me a note with the word Christmas so I know you visited today. And if you enjoyed today's craft tutorial, please make sure you've subscribed to my channel and give me a thumbs up. In the meantime, stick around and check out some of my other beautiful DIY home decor pieces. Happy holidays, everyone!